LuxAse. Please like and subscribe. Thanks to those that already do. I am doing a love reading on Demi Lovato and her husband, who has an interesting name, Jutes. I hope I'm saying that correctly. Jordan Jutes. Lutes. Apparently they got married. Did they get married? They got married this year in California. So this is just, energy checkup on their relationship. Hopefully they are in good vibes. If you like exclusive content, check out my members section or my Patreon. What's the energy around Demi and Jutes? I wonder, I'm hearing religion. Could they have a difference in religion? What's the energy around these two? Love affair, offerings, and change. And there's something around their past or the her or his past. Their relationship is being watched over by a guardian angel. They could be going on vacation soon, maybe somewhere near with palm trees. Somebody could be into something odd or like have an odd career. I don't know what he does, or thinking about taking a transition to something that would be very different for them. I do see luck for them. I know I'm getting St. Patrick's Day vibe. Love life. Looks good. Second mention of love. There's the energy of them loving themselves, and there's love here, but there could be a loss that happens, whether that's through losing someone, like from a transition, or a major phase in their life will be ending. So there's a need for them to embrace the new. There's duality here. Kind of gives me Gemini vibes. Somebody could have like split personalities. I also see spirituality here, which kind of coincides with the offer. But something's going to take off between these two. Beware, love affairs at work rarely end well. So I'm wondering, did these two ever try to work together, or did they meet and that's how they connected? Offering, this someone could be very spiritual because I got religion and I have two cards of spirituality. So maybe someone's into something that's not traditional. This says all their needs will be met by the universe. Someone may have like a money altar to enhance their financial flow, or they call on their spirit guides and angels for assistance during this time. But I do see change, but it's typically a change for the better, or if they want to see change, they need to first embody that change. So yeah, there's something about new energy for these two. Obviously, they're newlyweds. Energy around Jutes and Demi Lovato. There's something around jealousy. Someone could be sending the evil eye. There is some kind of weird energy around avoidance when it comes to sexual energy. This hot sex card talks about all about attraction, might just be physical or also a new love affair. And need to set boundaries, cut off contact. So that could be people from the past. Need to make healthier choices. So that could involve them having to avoid certain things and certain people. We got love potion. So third card, that's mentioning something around spirituality. But it has love on it. Typically when I see this, I'm thinking is someone into the esoteric. There's charm here. And there's an energy of them allowing their heart to lead in this situation, which led them to tie the knot. Marriage minded, unexpected proposal, long-term commitment. But someone could possibly be wearing a mask, or there's some sort of energy around hiding lies, not telling the whole truth, or questioning what's real. And that is clarifying change. So I'm getting there's some stuff that still needs to be worked on in their connection, which, I mean, they're newlyweds. Energy around these two. Somebody could be like writing a book, or I mean, I know she does music. I don't know what he does. There could be something around writing. Yeah, somebody has an issue with their throat chakra, which means like speaking up. Also see something around a firm foundation. There could be something around someone's back as well. So it feels like, you know, they went into this because they wanted a firmer foundation, and there's memories of love. And once again, I'm seeing the energy around candles. So who's into lighting candles, which, you know, it could be a sensual thing, but I feel like it's more so from a spiritual thing. Also see 4, 5, and 6. Harmony on the backside and power. Someone could be like a Leo, have a Leo placement. Also see possible emotional withdrawal, water sign energy, or just water. It needs to be wise. There could be something around going on a boat or more water side energy. Them leading towards a positive movement forward. They are being patient and trying to plan, and there's a need for the truth to be in their relationship. Once again, I'm seeing something around foundation and achievements here with this. There's an energy of moving on from something so things could be successful. I'm getting deception and envy once again. There's some sort of mass here. The solar plexus chakras being highlighted, and needing to pay attention to what the universe is saying. The heart chakra is being, somebody needs to balance their chakras. They should be doing it as a couple, possibly with the crown chakra, and need to make a sacrifice for this relationship to work. They do have passion, but this could be possibly be some sort of mental conflict, or at the very least, maybe someone has some sort of mental issues. The sacral chakra is being highlighted, so I'm wondering if there's something around wanting to have kids or what's next. And I also see accelerated emotion behind the sacral chakra. On the back side, I do see transformation, heartache, and loss. I'm wondering if someone's going to pass, or they're still grieving over something that happened in the past. Dealing with public recognition and reward, and there's a need for them to be patient with each other, rest and rejuvenate. There's some sort of conflict that, or just this defeat energy that led up to new beginnings, or will come with this new beginning with them, but then there's still hope with that. I see material and spiritual poverty and a need for awareness, triumph, but there's red flags here. I'm also seeing material harvest, third eye chakras being highlighted. There's love here, but I keep seeing something around a loss. Rejoicing, celebration, third party energy here, and also having spiritual strength. We did have the guardian angel here. Somebody could have issues with authority, and someone may feel like they're trapped in their head or just trapped in fear because of temptations and their shadow side. Here's the thing, they got married, but I still feel like they have like, you know how they say, what would you do if you had 4 doors in front of you? There's some movement and choices and decisions they're gonna have to make. Someone could like to be alone, which is kind of crazy since they're in a new relationship. But I see, you know, things they're planning, prosperity could be very well begin with this connection. The base chakra is being highlighted, financial and material changes as well. Victory and success. They got a lot of mixed energy. A lot of mixed energy here. Energy around these two. There's love here, but there's also like deception, you know, wearing a mask. Some things needing to change, some forced changes. Energy around these two. There's something they need to reconsider. Maybe something wasn't a perfect timing. I'm seeing a baby girl energy here, and there's a need for them to reward themselves. And I keep seeing this water energy, music notes as well. And there's a need for them to notice the signs. The signs they've been receiving are heaven sent, which goes back to the guardian angel card. So if someone passed, or if someone does pass, that person's going to be watching on this relationship. They could experience like seeing feathers, coins, or other signs upon their path to remind that they're loved and never alone. So one or both of their guardian angels wants this relationship for them, so they don't feel alone. But it's something they may reconsider or need to reconsider. Around these two. I see mountains here, like meaning, issues. Why did I put this right here? It could be like issues with, speaking up, especially. Okay, this too. Is this true love? Because I gotta know. And there's a need for making time to forgive. So this relationship is giving them time to heal, grow, and release negative patterns, and bring them to a higher place of peace and compassion. Somebody may really like to be alone. There's a need for them to have balance, solitude, so it can maintain peace. There's divine timing at work for this couple. Something can happen within the next few months with these two. Need to focus on service. There's something around needing to be in the energy of giving and receiving. Balance is needed for this connection. I can't get and reconsider. I didn't even know I left this here. So there might be something where they're questioning, is this really real? Or at some point it will be. Or at the very least, maybe the family or fans. What's the energy around these two? Picking up something around like split personalities. I know she's had those type of issues. Something around fish. I told you, somebody's lighting candles. And there's something around getting trophies and fishing for comments and need to focus on winning, or someone's actively focused on, like too busy winning. There's paperwork. Someone could go to like a counselor or therapy, or that might be needed. Energy around these two. Hope pops up once again for these two, and strength. So happy rekindle connection. So this talks about, I'm wondering, did they break up to reconnect? This is the energy for them to take the initiative to rekindle this relationship or experience, so it could bring deep joy, be grateful, set boundaries, healthy boundaries as well, and an openness moment between these two. There's something about them needing to stay open to new experiences and changes, and they might find some sort of unexpected opportunities. I see obstacles here too, though. They do have a link attraction. That's a need for one or both of them to shift their mindset and energy, though, so they could begin attracting what they deserve. They could be dissatisfied with surroundings or some sort of aspect. So there's a need for them to, if you want to attract people and opportunities that align with your energy, they have to put themselves in the same, like shift their mindset and energy. So I kind of get a lockdown energy, but there's just, there's issues here. And what is interesting to me is, let's look at all these candles being lit. So let's keep an eye out on this relationship. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.